Hey everyone, DFA here, welcome back to the channel, and we're looking at the first video of the complete destroyers guide, and this time we are featuring the Kagero, the tier 8 Japanese destroyer, and there will be two videos using the Kagero. This one is the first one. It is about fighting destroyers, because yes, those ships are actually not that great at fighting destroyers, so it's really not an option. And if you look at the matchmaking, this time we actually have 2 DDs on our team and 3 on the enemy team. There is a Cossack, an Italian DD, and the Scone. And so yeah, they're all pretty much designed to eliminate us. So yeah, let's see how we can actually manage that situation. Yeah, because when you look at the Kagero, it's really not designed to be dealing with that situation. It does get a smoke for the first time in the line, but the hit points are still not great. The concealment is actually excellent, so something that you want to use, but the speed takes a massive hit from the Akatsuki. So yeah, it's almost sometimes not capable of catching certain CVs. The guns, 6 127mm guns, range is poor, DPM is poor, turret rotation is absolute garbage. Combined with your low health, you are not designed to be fighting other destroyers, but there are things you can do to actually stay alive. And obviously you do get these excellent Japanese torpedoes with a burst damage and a DPM of 40,000. So yeah, that's actually pretty good, one of the best at the tier. And yeah, the AA is still non-existent, so yeah, you should be used to that by now. And so good question, how are we actually going to fight those 3 enemy destroyers? Well, if you look at our team, we have 3 cruisers and 2 battleships. And so yeah, it is not our job to be hunting those destroyers, but it certainly is our job to make them life as miserable as possible and to make the life of our cruisers, those we are actually paid to take care of them, as easy as possible. So the first thing you notice, so it's a center control map, I am not flanking. As I said in the positioning guide, yeah, you do not flank with those things, and especially not with the Kagero, because it certainly is not fast. It will take you half the game to get into the right position, and even, yeah, there you go. Dodging, so sending the torpedoes there, absolutely brilliant, disrupts the enemy positioning. The Scone turns back, the Cherbourg takes a big hit, and this one could have I could have featured this one in my fail section. Yeah, because yeah, it's not great, but yeah, it happens to everyone, right? So yeah, back to the gameplay. So our Black Harlem decides to commit suicide there. And yeah, that's not great. Only two cruisers left on our team. So yeah, the Cherbourg makes an exit. We did weaken him, so that's pretty good, because this is one of the boats that is the most annoying to deal with for our cruisers. And so the Kuniberti stops us, he actually spots us, sorry. I'm getting ready for the torpedoes to come my way, but they do not seem to be coming my way. And so yeah, I'm going to retreat. I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to break concealment. I want to remain hidden as most as possible, but I also want to remain in a position that will make it complicated for the enemy DDs to actually take care of my team. And so the second, yeah, there you go, that's how we spot that Scone, and there you go. The second thing that you want to do is, again, you want to make the life of your cruisers as easy as possible, because they are going to be the ones dealing with enemy destroyers, not you. So practically, you see that Ragnarok is going to make it impossible for my cruisers to push into the center control area and to actually protect me. So this is my priority target as we speak. I'm ignoring the Atlanta. I'm always staying in the cap, again, not flanking, trying to make it very difficult for the enemy DDs to get to my team without being detected. And I really want that Ragnarok to get out of the game as quickly as possible, because that will enable my cruisers to get into as close as they can to enemy destroyers and to actually nuke them. So picking my battles, this is a target I decide to engage, because this is a priority for me. Again, I do not want them to get in a position to fire too close to my team. But yeah, as soon as it disappears, I am actually going back to focusing that Ragnarok. And so yeah, this is where the game actually starts feeling like, you know, a game of chess, where you actually pick the pieces that can be dangerous to your team. And yeah, you want to protect the ones that are actually protecting you in a way. So really Protect your cruisers, make their lives as easy as possible, make those DDs as vulnerable as possible, remove the enemy battleships, and always stay in the cap, become a nuisance, because yeah, you have to be in the front line, you have to be at the middle of the action with these things. That doesn't mean that you have to be detected, but it certainly means that you are actively scouting for your team and they will pick the pieces of the enemy team. So there you go, this one I think it's mature enough. Yeah, we can actually send the last wave of torpedoes and it should get deleted, and that's good because the Cossack is actually coming my way. So I'm hidden behind the island, I'm not really worried about this right now. And yeah, you see what? The Cleveland is right behind me. So I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to let them make a mistake. So there you go, they decide to be aggressive and they are doing that right in front of my team. There you go, number one goes bye-bye. So yeah, you actually see me doing that in a lot of gameplays. I'm always playing the game as a team, even when I'm playing alone. And I'm never going anywhere without a big brother to take care of my enemies, because yeah, that's really what that game is about, you know, rock, paper, scissors. I can hunt battleships that can hunt the cruisers that can actually hunt the destroyers that are a menace and that are actually trying to hunt me, if that makes sense. That's gonna get deleted as well by the Atlantico that was right behind us. And yeah, essentially that is how you deal with enemy destroyers. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we don't think we've left the cap a single time during that battle. So yeah, certainly an interesting playstyle for a Japanese destroyer. Let's take a look, let's review the Kagero now. And so the Kagero, is it fun? Well, there is no hiding that this is a downgrade from the Akatsuki at tier 7, which is a fantastic DD. This is never as good. It's not as mobile. Yes, you do get a smoke, but you do pay a heavy price for it. Is it beginner friendly? Yeah, well, again, that speed is going to, or that lack of speed is going to get you killed more often than not, because running away from certain situations or other DDs might be complicated. Yeah, it is still very free-to-play friendly, absolutely no requirement to invest on this one, but overall rating 3 stars out of 5. It is slowly, it is actually being pretty much power crept over the years, and Wargaming keeps adding super powerful premium or Blitz pass DDs at tier 8, so making this one, I mean, if you stick to the basics and you do your job, you can do very well. You've seen here, not a stellar game, but still an MVP, but practically there are much better options at the tier. So there you go, we'll continue with the scouting with the Kagero next week. In the meantime, stay safe, take care, that was DFA signing out, bye bye!